Hello creative friends, this is hopefully one of the last videos that is going to start with this weird backdrop because I am embarking on my DIY studio makeover, and today I'm sharing with you a very mini flavor, I don't know, what am I trying to say? A taster of that, because I basically need to set up a painting corner and I want to show you how I do that. Because I've realized that lately I've been taking my paint supplies out of my studio, which is where I am now, where I have 3 large desk stations. I've been kind of just turning them into filming spots and work spots when I have my computer on it. And I realized that I'm not painting in here. I want to paint in front of my TV so I can watch YouTube videos and out with all my plants and the light and the nice other room. I thought, why wouldn't I do that? So I'm going to just kind of move some stuff around and set up a cute little painting corner. It's just an easy little thing, not a huge project. I am not painting any of my walls today in this video, but I am going to be painting walls in a future video. I just have to pick the colors and buy the paint still. So there will be like a part 2 kind of, but I'm just gonna do this because I thought it would be fun to show you my thinking and how I'm just making like a little space to work on canvases. I'm going to show you on my iPad a photo of the space that I'm going to be transforming and just talk through my thinking behind it and what I'm going to be doing. Then I will go, I think this is probably going to take like a bit of time to do. So yeah, well, you may see some daylight and nighttime footage depending on when I get around to this, because it's getting a little bit late right now. But I love watching people makeover spaces. I hope you enjoy watching this. I'm just gonna kind of take a space that is fine and make it different and talk about the importance of a good space when you're being creative. Does that sound cool? Okay, let's just hang out. If this is just kind of a chill hang out with me video, maybe you can put in the background while you're painting or whatever it is you do. Okay? All right, let me find my iPad and then I'll take a photo of the space and we will look at it together. All right, this is the corner of my house that I want to be my painting corner. So my problems with this space is that, first of all, I don't really use it. It just feels like a big wasted corner in my apartment. And this area, this tall shelf and this shelf are all just covered in plants that, first of all, are just disappearing into each other. I'm not looking after them individually and appreciating them. They're all very healthy, but they just need some TLC. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of this shelf right here. And I want to move this shelf as well out of there. Once those are gone, the other piece in this area, you can ignore my vacuum, that won't be there. I'm going to leave this painting here, probably move this light. I'm going to keep the yellow shelf where it is because it is very functional and cute, but right now I have just a bunch of garbage on it. So we're just going to ignore those things. I'm going to remove them all. And that's going to leave like a pretty bare little area. Some stuff up there too. The advantages of this space are this huge piece of natural light that comes in through these windows. And I also have this big blank wall. This is one of the walls I'm considering painting, but it's very big. It actually extends back into my kitchen, kind of that way. So TBD if I feel like painting that whole thing, but there's definitely more decor potential. You'll see when I finish. I think it's going to be sort of a bit of a blank canvas, which is kind of a joke because I'm putting canvases here to paint on. In terms of where the plants are going, I'm going to have to redistribute them through my apartment in places that get light. There's 2 big hanging asparagus ferns right here. They are so messy and frustrating that I might just get rid of them and tell them they've been good plants, but I haven't decided yet. This lamp right here is awesome. It's going to come into my office for backdrop stuff. And then all of these plants, yeah, there's a big thick window ledge here as well, and I can use that to put some plants on. There's also a big floor plant here. It's like an umbrella leaf plant. Can't remember the technical name for it. It's really big and kind of flopping over in a lot of directions. It's hard to know where to put that, so I might just keep it in this area for some reason. So that's everything I'm removing. Let's do another layer and talk about things I'm adding in. So I think I basically want my easel. I have a big easel that we're going to be putting as our center to be here in the middle. I'd also like to install a light that can go over it so that it can point. I have all this stuff already. This has been in the works for a while in my brain. And then I want this area here to be like paint storage and area to mix colors because I'm doing a lot of palette knife stuff. So maybe I'll put the other lamp. Wow, I'm an artist, can you tell? lamp there, and then I want to get some little boxes and bins and things for down here, just to keep things organized. And then I think I'm going to put one of my bucket chairs here. How do you draw a bucket chair? Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, that'll be my piece of furniture here, just to kind of, I think I'm going to move this shelf that's currently here to the other corner of this room, and then I'll have that chair to move as well, so I'll put it over there. I think that's the plan. I think it's going to look good. I'm just going to record myself cleaning this whole thing up and moving things, and maybe we'll do a little voiceover and just chat about my plans for the space while we do that. Okay, cool. Also, I really like doing this planning on my iPad thing. I'm planning to do this for all of the spaces that I'm going to be updating. So if you enjoyed this format, tell me if this worked for you, drawing live on my iPad. It may be very messy, but I think this is actually quite helpful. This little corner of my apartment has actually looked the same pretty much since I moved in. And I have all these wonderful plants that are a little overgrown, you can see. And actually, I started my Instagram as a plant and vegan food channel. I'm not vegan, I'm just vegetarian. But that was my thing back when I started as Lucky Sprout. That's the name of my Instagram handle. And now I run Lucky Sprout Studio. That's my art studio or my art business. And it's grown a lot over the years. I don't really do a lot of plant content anymore, and definitely no food content. It's just art stuff and lifestyle stuff. But I still have all my little cuties here, and they're much happier in this apartment than my last one because this one has so much natural sunlight. Although you can't see it in this footage because I did do all this labor cleaning up at night, which is often my most productive time. And some of this furniture, like this glass table here, I got from my parents, so it's not all like exactly what I would pick if I was designing an ideal space, but I really appreciate having pieces that I can paint and spray paint and modify. I've been thinking about spray painting the base of that glass table for a long time. Haven't done it yet. And those little plants shed so many leaves, the asparagus fern especially. This easel actually belonged to my mom. I'm not sure if she wants it back. I hope she doesn't. But we've had it in the basement of my parents' house for maybe 20 years. So now I've claimed it as my own. And I'm very happy with it. I find that I like to do my palette knife paintings standing up or sitting down. It depends how big the canvas is. And I've been using this space a fair bit since I filmed this, and I'm really happy with it. Also, I cut out about 20 minutes of me fighting with this lamp and having to look up the IKEA instructions as to how to put it together again. It was not cute, and yeah, but I figured it out. And now it works great. I'm putting a painting up here on the easel that is a work in progress, although I am done it now, of this really interesting tiger. I really like it, but the leaves are yet unfinished, but I will finish them by the end of this video, so no worries if you're a completionist. I was hoping to bring this to a big market that I was doing in September. Oh, sorry, quick trip over to the dollar store to get some storage bins. These are my favorite ones, these white ones with the little holes in them. I have them all over my art studio, and I'm just looking for stuff to store my paints in mainly, and my palettes, brushes, what little canvases. I have so many little canvases kicking around. Anyways, that's what these are all for, so you can see me organize those shelves a little bit. But yeah, I was hoping to bring some of my big paintings to a show that I was doing in September, but it got canceled because of a hurricane, and it's happening in October instead, so now I'm kind of working towards it. But I am concerned about how much room I'm going to have on my booth table. It is an 8-foot table, but I have a lot of stuff, and yeah, so we're going to figure that out. But I really liked this chatty solution that I figured out. I mean, I didn't figure it out, I just found it. For my paints, but I think it's probably for like cleaning supplies. But yeah, that worked great for not bathroom stuff. What am I saying? For paint. Yeah. I don't know. I like organizing all my stuff in little bins and having it really, like, this is truly the luxury of space, right? Like, I've lived in lots of very small spaces where everything has to go in a box that goes back in the closet when you're done working on it. And now to have all these spaces where I can just put my art supplies out and they just live out, it feels very luxurious. I mean, I guess everyone's definition of luxury is different. And for me, it's just not having to put away your art supplies when you're done with it. It just lives in a permanent spot. So, I don't know. In any case, I am extremely happy with how this space turned out. My plants seem happy, and this is kind of the final look here of what I did. It is a little bit messier now, but generally I can clean it back up in no time. And yeah, all my little things and little cute stuff are sitting around for inspiration. And I have these beautiful windows, and I get so much natural light. Even though I end up always starting my paintings later in the day, so I usually paint half in the daylight and half not. And this is the other side of my room too. I'm just very happy with the vibe overall, but I did buy paint for the walls, and I'm going to do that at some point. And here I'm just going to finish up the leaves on the tiger painting, which I thought I was going to do really detailed, but I ended up doing them just sort of blobby, abstract, textured kind of thing. I think I like how it turned out better. It let the tiger be the focal point. And yeah. I haven't posted a lot of my palette knife paintings because it is kind of a new medium for me. I'm still figuring it out in a lot of ways, and digital art is so much faster. And yeah, so you know, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen a lot of my digital art stuff, but I'm doing a lot more, I don't know, traditional mediums lately, and it feels good. Like, it feels like a different creative muscle to be flexing, I guess. Oh, and now I'm done the painting. I'm waving. I have to go. Okay. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe if you like my cool art stuff, and have a great day. See you later.